Well, good morning, YouTube. Welcome back, Pipers, to the Bass Piper channel. Yeah, I know. Can't believe Bass Piper's smoking a pipe on his channel. Guys, I am smoking today my 2022 St. Nicholas Christmas pipe, Savinelli's 320KS. Love that red stem. One of the prettiest pipes that Savinelli, I think, put out for a Christmas pipe. They got a couple of good ones, but this one here, the colors just are nice. It's got a 9mm filter in it. Or should I say it's, 9mm filter. I think it's a 9mm. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. It's either a 9 or a 6. Anyway, it's a charcoal filter in it. And I packed this just a little bit tight. What I'm smoking in it is some Sutliff Sunset Rum. Sutliff Sunset Rum. And good aromatic, good room note. This is the one I was telling you about, that I was able to find a pound of it before the takeover from STG that I think has already happened, or should I say they've already stopped the blends, or they're stopping them this month. But I was able to go on smokingpipes.com and get me a pound of the Sunset Rum. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. And I'm having to talk and chooch this thing to keep it going. But thought I would just come out here today. It's a nice day out here in Smithfield, Virginia. And supposed to get up to about 77 or 78 today. Right now it's about 58, 59. That's why I still have a sweatshirt on. This tobacco I purchased in 23. The new tobacco of Sunset Rum I just got. I haven't cracked that open yet. That's cellaring. So I'm trying to purge some through my pipe to not only keep it going, but also moisten it a little bit. If you purge through your pipe, guys, if you got some dry tobacco, it's drying out a little bit, just purge through it. And the hot humidity from, moisture from your breath will add a little humidity to your tobacco. Plus trying to draw through this filter, and I packed it a little bit tight. Bass Piper's been smoking cigars for the last couple of years off and on that I forgot how to pack a pipe, it looks like. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on here just a minute. And hope everybody's doing good this week as we We are just about over this week. Actually, we're in Thursday of this week. You got one more day of most of us for a work week. And that's tomorrow, if you have the weekends off. And I'm gonna play havoc with this, it looks like. But hey, just want to let you know, everything's going good at the Cigar Shop Lounge. And there's some, understand there's some other things coming down the pipe. That the cigar lounge that I'm working at, might be looking at opening up another location. Don't know yet what all's going on there, but everything right now is on the QT. And so there might be some other interesting opportunities for Bass Piper, possibly. But the guys there that run where I'm at the cigar pipe store / lounge that I'm at, I'll just call it Cigar Lounge, are super guys. I think I mentioned that in the last couple of videos. They're good guys to work with. Management's great. And I work 2 days this week, and I'm off the rest of the week. But that's just because they're trying to get me in the rotation, get me started. Next week, I go on a 3 for a little while, probably about a couple of months or so, maybe a month, I don't know. I'll be closing, working nights. Right now, I'm actually going into a gentleman's spot that's leaving, and so I'm just taking his hours right now. And he worked 3 nights a week, and which means I would be working a Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evening. Have my Wednesdays, have my Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. But that is going to change, I'm sure, what I've been told. And it's a possibility that I will probably get closer to full-time hours. Which, when that starts, hopefully I'll be able to get some day hours, work day hours, kind of work as, you know, maybe 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days, 1 night, whatever. But they've been very gracious as far as helping me with the church, where I have Wednesdays off, I have Sundays off, of course, and I'll either have a Saturday off or a Friday off. So if they work me on a Friday, I'll be off on a Saturday. If they work me on a Saturday, I'll be off on a Friday, because I told them I've got to have one of those days. Along with Thursday to start preparing for Sunday. And so they've been very good at, so far, working with me with that. That's not an issue. That's not a problem. So I hate having to smoke a pipe and have to chew shit trying to do a video. You feel like you can't relax, or you're constantly lighting your pipe, or I'm either setting it down so I can do the video. That's why I like cigars in one way when you do videos, especially because they stay lit to a certain degree. They don't go out quick like pipes. But anyway, guys, things are going good, and there's some things that's promising in the works. And I was encouraged by the store manager. I went in Monday and worked a few hours. I guess about 7 hours. And then Tuesday I went in and worked. He had me down for a 4-hour shift. And the store manager told me, he said, "Wade," he said, "man, I was waiting to get a call this morning that you had found something else." Because that's what happened last time when I started there. And but when they heard this guy was leaving, he said, "Man," he said, I was really sweating it out. He said, "I was hoping you hadn't found anything." So that was encouraging, that they truly had me on top of their list. And but I really think, not tooting my own horn, I really think that, hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna try to knock some of this out on my knocker that has come unglued. So I might be chasing my knocker around trying to knock this stuff off. But Bass Piper, you told us that 2 months ago. You ain't got no glue yet? I ain't got no glue yet. But so it's good that they truly did keep me on their list, and that there's going to be some good opportunities possibly here. I can't say what I don't know, just what I'm hearing. So everything is subject to change. So anytime you're in a business. But right now, as of today, it looks pretty good. If everything works out with this new location, I'll keep you posted. And if any of you guys are in the area, swing by and say hi. Greg Tunnel. Greg, I know you pop down here from time to time, and you usually go over to Emerson's in Hampton. Now you can come to Willie's in Newport News, because that's where I'm at. Willie's Cigar Shop, Cigar Lounge. Willie's Cigars is where you'll find it. They got a Facebook page, Willie's Cigars. So far, a nice group of customers that come in there, and I'm just kind of learning, the format, the layout, learning the register part of it, which is an iPad with an application on it that you have to learn. Certain things you ring up one way, certain things you do this, some things you scan, some things you punch in, some things, you got to learn all that. But that's really, normally, they say the humidor is the biggest learning curve, but I think I'm going to find out it's just going to be the register for me. I'm pretty familiar my only thing with the humidor is learning where all the stuff's at. I know the basics and the stuff about cigars and, mild, medium, and full, and where, I've smoked enough of them that I know, tried enough of them that I can recommend to people. If they're newbies, if they, find out what their palate's like, find out what they like, what they don't like. And more in foods, if they like spicy foods, they might like a spicier cigar. If they're more you know, steak and potato, okay, they might be more, could be full, but if they're newbies, we're going to put them on Connecticut Shades. You know, you don't want them throwing their guts up on a full cigar that their body hadn't got used to. And we've gone out again. So anyway, guys, just want to get on here, give you a little update this week. And let you know what's going on. And so far so good. And we'll get through the learning curve and then be up and running. And but I hope everybody else is doing good. Doug, I know I sent you a comment, buddy, but I was sorry to hear about the passing of your father, Curmudgeon. Everybody knows him as Curmudgeon Piper. If you haven't heard, Doug's father passed away. Hard to believe my dad's been gone 3 weeks this past Tuesday. As I said, I miss my mom and dad, but I don't miss having to run to that nursing home, that's for sure. So, I got an onion pause going on. But Johnny, if you haven't seen 2 a.m. Pipe on the Patio, he got a good video out he put out a few hours ago on why he never dislikes tobacco. You know, I always joke, and I mess with, I know others have too. Johnny always gets on and talks about every tobacco is always good. It's the best thing since sliced bread. But he has a valid point. He only smokes what he likes. And he can't fault a man for that. So anyway, I liked what he said, you know, and he has a lot of truth in that. When we all get started in pipes, and even with cigars, but with pipes, we have that TAD, tobacco acquisition disorder, where we're trying to sample everything, taste everything, and end up having 1,000 different tobaccos, and really only liking about 5 of them, and smoking about 5 of them. The others just sit there and get stale and get dry. So hey, Betty. Neighbor of mine walking her dog. And this is going out again. So I'm gonna finish my video, then I'll finish this. I forgot where I was now. Got distracted. But tobacco. Yeah, I mean, you know, guys, I like what Johnny said. It makes a lot of sense too. We don't even think about it, but you know, instead of buying 1,000 different varieties of tobacco, and you only smoke about 5, you know, He says, I'd rather have the 5 tobaccos I like and have 1,000 pounds of it, of each one. And it's true. And so because I'm guilty of that too. I've got different tobaccos, different pipe tobaccos that I haven't smoked much at all. I've got stuff all the way back from 2017. I may have smoked maybe once. Not that they're bad. I've really only had 1 or 2 tobaccos that I just thought sucked. Okay, and I just threw it out. I mean, hey, we're gonna smoke that. And one was a coffee aromatic, and one was a whiskey. Had a whiskey something in it. Had whiskey in it, whiskey flavoring, but just didn't do anything for me. So, but you know, if I had to pick some of the tobaccos that Base Piper likes, I would have to say, as far as aromatics are concerned, you know, you can't go wrong with the Blood Red Moon, of course, the Sunset Rum, and all this is subjective, of course, to me. Boswell's Black Cherry, he's got a vanilla blend as well. Most of everything Boswell you can't go wrong with. I don't care whether it's English or aromatic, that's for me. But a lot of Sutliff stuff, you know, is gone now. But the creme brulee is good. You know, it's more wet, but it's good. RLP6, you know, Lane stuff, Lane 1Q, you know, that's just the basic for everybody. RLP6, which is basically your offsets of your Captain Black Gold and your Captain Black Originals, but a better level. You know, they're very cherry, is good. From the chocolate, oh man, I can't even think of the one out of Kentucky, the tobacco pipe and cigar store out there that I got my tobacco chocolate. Tobacco was good. Wilkie's Tobacco with Sabrog 71st Street, good. But that's almost like a caramel popcorn and smells like it. I mean, that is one tobacco that I have. That is one tobacco that when you get it and you take it out of the mailing pouch that it comes in, you can smell it right through. You don't even have to take it out of the bag, out of the pouch. I mean, you don't have to put your nose in. You don't have to open it up. You smell it. Think of caramel popcorn. I mean, pow. Your Englishes, man, I mean, you've got, of course, Northwoods, Boswell's Northwoods, even Boswell's Mild English is good. Military Force is good. This is Boswell's. I did the, man, I can't even think of the names anymore of some of the pipe tobaccos because I've been away from it with cigars. I done forgot the different companies, but I think there was not a Danny Kaye, but there's the tobaccos that they made after different actors that I liked anyway. I'll bring them up on the next video if I think about it. But anyway, I don't do vapes or vapors. I don't do like you know, just Perique type stuff. And of course, you know, I don't like burley. As long as it's in the caboose. If it's forward, no. If it smells like an ashtray or tastes like a cigarette, no. But I'm more of English aromatics in pipes. Now I'm learning cigars with certain companies that I like, and even some flavored or infused, either or, versus the naturals. You know, I've got my I tell you what was funny, I forgot to mention this. The last couple of days, this is wild. I've only been there 2 days at the Cigar Lounge. I've already met the Oliva rep, And Tuesday I met the Perdomo reps that came in. Man, I've already gotten 3 cigars given to me, and I just started. I mean, 3 sample cigars. And the one thing about working at these places, you hang out enough, been there long enough, you can feel your humidor with samples. You know, I got a 20th anniversary sun-grown Tuesday. I got a Liga Privada H99, and got one by E.P. Carrillo, Ernesto. What the heck is that one called? I can't think of it, but it's a Churchill. I'll be smoking on that thing for 2 hours. I mean, that thing is so it's like, but yeah, I mean, you know, the reps come in and bring samples and stuff to try, you know, and stuff like that. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. And next Friday, we are having a My Father's event. I think I mentioned that in the last video, but we're having a My Father's event. My Father's puts out some good stuff. And I'll be going to that as well. I want to attend one of the events and see what that's all about. And so looking forward to that. And like I said, everything's going good at the Cigar Lounge, and I think it's going to be a cool little part-time gig for bass piper, and we'll just see how it goes and see what other opportunities come down the road. But we'll keep you posted. But until then, man, it's been 26 minutes, so I'm going to get on off of here. Guys, listen, you have a great rest of the week. We'll talk with you later. New subscribers, thank you for your subs. And of course, my oldies but goodies, we love you guys as well. I'm going to try to get maybe the next couple of weeks, maybe I can get a new shout out list out for all my newbies. I hadn't done one in a while. So, but anyway, guys, we're going to get on off of here. And listen, till we meet again, relax. Have your pipe. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? I got a pipe today. Have your pipe. And don't forget, or let me say this, have your pipe or your stogie or your cigar. And don't forget the many blessings God gives us each and every day. You guys take care. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.